but her name is Coffee, last name Montezka. You can look it up, this case. You know what I'm saying? And she's Coffee, and her and an attorney and a mother of three, you know what I'm saying, said that the state bill would require the state election commission to embed ethnic studies into state academic standards. You know what I'm saying? Was actually being racism, which is actually bringing racism back, according to what's going on over there with the legislature. But we see the ethnic study is not as, I guess, benign or whatever it is as you would think it is. The way they talk about it, Mrs. Montazcaz or whatever, I can't say Montazga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Told Instagram, you know, Angle, Angel, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even believe it when I read the bill. The exact language, like the language about the stratification based on race. They talk about institutional racism. They talk about anti-racism and redistributing wealth right in this bill. Imagine that. So we know that the government and the policies of the government and those who are in government is doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Is doing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Really, although they say it's anti-racism, sorry, it's really racist at its core, she added. The whole curriculum just groups, the whole curriculum just groups kids by race and pits them against each other. Oh yeah, they've been doing that for years. Sad to tell them though, when it comes to the white race and their children, you're lying to your children. Let's get that straight. And you've been lying to them even going back a couple of centuries probably. You know what I'm saying? You've been lying, and lying. Much of your religious over context is still garbage, such as the garbage you do in the government. And you're probably using some form of religious overstanding in Minnesota to bring forth this bullshit. While speaking at a hearing regarding the bill, Montasca said the bill only gives children a reason to stop trying to succeed. Isn't that what they used to do back when they had the doing a lot of oppression and shit in the South, and when the kids got into the schools and shit, they telling them that they can't become this and that. They better off working at a construction site as a laborer. While speaking at the hearing regarding the bill, Montasca said the bill only gives children a reason to stop trying to succeed. The video of Ms. Montasca comments has since gone viral across social media. Well, that's called reporting, isn't it? Montasca told the Instagram Angle or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that the proponent of the bill suggests that people of different cultures need to be something themselves in the curriculum, however, you know what I'm saying? But we're saying here, it suggested that the people of different cultures need to see themselves in the curriculum. However, she said that is unhelpful and unrealistic. I agree with her, you know what I'm saying, on this point. The only way we're going to succeed in the country is the only way we'll succeed in the country is if we can read, write, and do math. You don't need to see yourself in the culture. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Because we know the line that's been going on in this country for years, even based on religion. You know what I'm saying? Not showing the facts, only showing what you wrote, what you trumped up to give yourself the upper light, saying that you rule. You know what I'm saying? It's really ignorance to think you're going to teach about every single Asian culture, every black culture. Right. You're not going to do that. No, no, no. You're not going to do that. Because if you do that, too much will be revealed to show that you're a fraud. Kids learn culture from their parents. That is right. It's not school's job to do it. The only way schools would be, the only way that schools would do that, you know what I'm saying, would be to teach stereotypes. And that is true. She continued, I don't even want to know what they would teach about the black language the black language to the kids. Teach stereotypes and would be excluding some cultures at the same point. It's the parents' job to do that and do it right. And it's not the school's job. And she is right. When we look at the situation, let's just be honest. It is not the school job to be teaching much of this in any shape or form, because when we look at the whole situation, they're not going to teach that right. They're not going to teach that right. So we can forget it. You know what I'm saying? We can forget it. They're not going to teach that at all. And this also coming in from the Washington Examiner, Heather Hamilton, 4 days ago. You know what I'm saying? As we see, in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to teach that right, and you know for well they're not, because when have they ever? Because if they taught all the trueness of what each culture did on this planet, you know what I'm saying, you know for well the black experience would be at the top. What proved that is Egypt. That's a black experience in its fullness. I don't care how much they dig up in Egypt, who they put in Egypt, how much they rob out of Egypt, how much they break up and try to rewrite in Egypt. It is a black experience, a black culture, a black race that did that. And there is no other way. Even an Arab boy over there talking about, no, they're not black, they're brown. It doesn't make the difference. Just because your skin is dark as an Arab don't mean it's the same genetical overstanding. You know what I'm saying? It is grafting in itself. So we see Ron Paul and Chip Roy propose scrapping federal agency that Fauci led. They need to scrap anything that this man was involved in, period. Such as the NAIDS laboratory, that links to a lot of destruction for black people, and even in Africa. We need to scrap a lot of that bullshit. This is coming in by Ryan King, breaking news reporter, March 23rd, 2023 at 1:27 p.m. We see Ron Paul, Republican of Kentucky, and a Representative Chip Roy of the Republican of Texas are teaming up on legislation to scrap the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. Yeah. They need to go away a long time ago. See, Nixon did that. Now you're talking about impeaching Trump. You know what I'm saying? But Nixon, out of the controversy and the garbage that he was doing even to the college kids and many other people on the planet at that time, Nixon was one of the wicked beasts that I've ever seen in my time. And he didn't get fired, he resigned. That broke history, didn't it? A demon Democrat accused of the crimes above and beyond. Racism, killing of people, all types of shit. And all he gets to do is say, if you think that they're going to have me to kick around, they're no longer have me to kick around, I'm going to resign. And he resigned. So the demon Democrats been doing garbage ever since. They just found another way to keep their ass in there, even though they're guilty of the crimes, standing behind some form of fake ass truth, which is fake in more ways than one because they're telling the truth, but they're doing garbage behind it. In other words, but they want to get rid of the disease, the allergy and infectious disease, which was led by creepy ass Igor having Andy Fauci, the killing weasel, for just shy of 4 decades, 4 fucking decades. You know how many people that man probably killed through his garbage, Igor Frankenstein, fucking mad scientist bullshit, all in Africa as well, along with Bill Gates and his parents, and many others like Soros and them. Oh yeah. But we see the nades, remove the N and the I, what you have in the etymology of the word nades. If you remove the word, you have an N-I-A-I-D, nades. Remove the N and the I, tell me what you have. You know what I'm saying? Is an agency that operates under the umbrella of the National Institute of Health and seeks to develop treatments and countermeasures in infectious disease that he probably created. You know what I'm saying? Under the National Health of Institute, whatever they are, Reform Act announced Thursday, which is the NIH. You know what I'm saying? In its misnomer or anagram or whatever, Act announced Thursday that Paul and Roy are seeking to devise up their divot or whatever up the NAIDS into 3 separate research institutes. We've learned a lot over the past few years about, you know what I'm saying, one lesson in particular. Oh yeah, we sure did. That's a fact and point blank. In particular, is that no one person should be deemed dictator in chief. No one person should have the I guess it's called unilateral authority or whatever, you know what I'm saying, authority to make decisions for millions of Americans. Oh yeah. Millions of African people too. And millions of people probably across the planet. Because this guy is a beast. Let's just be honest. A sick one too. Whew. You know what I'm saying? For millions of Americans. Paul said in a statement, this will create an accountability and oversight into taxpayers' fund position that has largely abused its power. For how many decades? How many decades have this man done that? 4 decades. Okay. So you tell me, you abuse the power. Going all in Africa, practicing the medicines on African people too, and then smiling and grinning while you're poking and doing this and that and all that, and to the African children because it's black people and you done made the people in the world believe that black people is the last and shitty race on earth when that's not true. We're the first and the greatest creators on planet Earth. The three successor institute to the needs, remove the N and I, tell me what you have, would be the National Institute of Allergy, Disease, and National Institute of Infectious Disease, and the National Institute of, I guess they're saying, immunologist disease, directors of each in itself. As we see, you know what I'm saying? The director of the agency must be confirmed via the Senate and would be capped at it would be capped at two, 2 to 5 years terms under the proposal. I'm with Ron Paul on this one.